shooting Jupiter. I think so.
Can't wait to see.
Huh?
Can't wait to see it.
That's good. It's very good.
And we're ready?
So, your character, Julia, plays a disposed...
I'm happy you said my name because I literally was like, please don't ask me what my character's name is because I don't remember.
She's a disposed soap opera queen.
Yes, that's right.
Any soap operas you've been known to watch?
Well, I don't know if you know this about me, but I was on Days of Our Lives once when I was 9.
Watch it. Really? Okay.
Do I watch any soap operas? Do nighttime soap operas count?
Sure.
Is Game of Thrones a soap opera?
Other than the beheadings, it is, sure.
I guess, listen, I loved Melrose Place and 90210. Those would be my, but daytime soap operas now. Maybe Bold and the Beautiful, because that's still on, so that's a success.
You know, you touch on the directors you worked with. I mean, you worked with Darren Aronofsky, you worked with Wachowski siblings, now you're working with Paul Haggis.
Yeah.
How has Paul Haggis been a different director than some of the other directors you've worked with?
Well, Paul is one of my favorite directors to work with, and I would love to work with him on anything. But, you know, he wrote the script, so you never know what you're going to get into when you go into a film that the director wrote. Because a lot of times they're so invested in the characters that they created that they're married to their dialogue and to these characters, and so you become like a puppet for them. Or they get so lost and confused that they kind of make you do the character every which way so then they can edit you the way that they want you to be in the edit bay. And he trusts his actors, so he hires you and then works with you in creating this character that you believe in. And so when you shoot this movie, you know exactly what you're doing, and it's oddly enough a rarity nowadays.
There's a really powerful scene between you and James Franco's character where there's like a physical alteration.
Uh-huh.
Did that need to be staged very precisely?
That was not staged, and there's a scar to show it. Nope, that was just what it was. I mean, we knew we had to get from one to the other. We knew get from the couch to the elevator. And then we were like, well, I guess the safest way to do it is, you know, from my feet. And then you kind of just see what happens. It was great. It was really fun.
One of my favorite children's books is Corduroy. What's going to be a children's book, one of the first ones you read to your kid?
Maybe The Giving Tree, only because I now have like 7 copies of it. I feel like that's the one book that everyone keeps giving me. But I guess I'll have to figure that one out later.
You know, you've kind of vacillate between doing great comedies and great, you know, intense films, Black Swan and now Third Person. Is it hard to decompress from not only like the shooting day to day, but once the experience is done? Are you wanting to go into a comedy to kind of cleanse the palate?
I do want to go into comedy to cleanse the palate. You're absolutely right. I think that doing one movie is fine. Doing too many movies back to back that are exhausting, whether physically or emotionally, drain you. But drain you so much so that you can't even function. So, yeah, maybe next year go back and do a little romantic comedy.
So your character is working as a hotel maid, much like a hotel like this. When you're known to check out of a hotel room, do you leave it tidy or a tidal wave?
Tidy-ish. I'm one of those people that cleans before, like, my maid used to get home. At least to come over to clean. Like, I would make sure the bed was, like, pseudo-made and the laundry was, like, put into a basket and the dishes were in the dishwasher. I'm not, like, a clean person, but I sometimes say messy. Like, I look at a floor as a giant shelf. And so my biggest problem is clothes. Everything else I can take care of, but like my clothes would just be everywhere. It's the weirdest, horrible habit I have. I'll make my bed, no problem on all that stuff. But what I wear, you can just see a trail as to what I wore, when I wore it, and how it got, like it's crazy, it's awful.
Don't make the bed, you just gotta get back in anyway.
I love a made bed. That's one of those things I do actually like.
What's one thing that you can beat Ashton at doing?
I can beat him at?
Yeah, whether it's like a card game or a sport.
Well, I can say I can beat him. It's hard to say. I'm pretty good at backgammon, and I'm teaching him backgammon right now. So I feel like I still have a leg up on that for a little while. Maybe backgammon.
Who has better taste in music?
Probably he does. I like everything. I'm not like a music snob, so that would kind of nullify good taste.
I want to say that, well, there it is. I want to say congratulations on the film.
Thank
I've seen
you.
it twice now. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, wow.
Really
Thank you.
intense performance. Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.